gives Margot the scrapbook, saying he randomly found it in the basement and her mother may be interested in it. As Margot looks at its contents, she finds old pictures of parents during their school days and has a vision of Harold taking photos of a young Ben and Sarah. After she snaps out of it, she notices a page that says "in the dark room" and rushes there. She has another vision showing her that Harold and Sarah used to be friends. Margot gathers her friends at the school stage to show them the scrapbook and the visions. They start to argue about whether it's too dangerous to use it since all the items they got from Harold's house so far have equaled trouble. Lucas thinks it should be Margot's decision, so she opens the scrapbook to have another vision. Young Harold is telling Sarah that he's scared because someone's trying to hurt him but he can't explain how. When Sarah tries to leave, Harold grabs her hand and tries to force her to stay, which terrifies her into running away. Suddenly the Harold in the vision looks at Margot and says she can't leave either. The book's pages move on their own and Margot's friends freak out when they notice her eyes changing. Since Margot won't react to their words, Isabella slaps her but it doesn't work either. They notice the book now shows Harold's house and conclude Margot needs the right location to leave the vision. The group pushes her through the corridors to get to the car. In the vision, a burnt Harold drags Margot to his house to watch the night of the fire. Ben, Sarah, and the other parents appear outside the basement after Harold locks himself up. Suddenly Margot takes Harold's place on the stairs, so she falls and causes the fire. The smoke is starting to get her but at that moment her friends show up in the vision to save her. They all run outside and watch their parents coming out of the house with a mysterious suitcase. Before they can go back to save Harold, the explosion happens. The parents wonder if they should call the police but they agree they would blame for this so they leave with the case. The teens then return to reality and wonder if their parents are killers. Nathan interrupts them to invite them in, promising to tell them everything. When the group goes inside, they notice Nathan has the suitcase so he begins telling the story. In 1925 in New York City, Nathan's grandfather Ephraim is failing to impress the audience with his magic tricks. He decides to buy something new and hears a voice at the store telling him to get an old suitcase. When he gets home, he shows his wife the contents